Hello, this is Peter, United Driver. Are you kidding me right now? No, what an asshole. From what I understood on Instagram when I posted the stories about this Subaru, I got the feeling that you really liked it. And that's great, because now I'm going to talk to you about the Camaro. It has nothing to do with it, I know. But it's to tell you about the sponsor who made this video possible. And I'm talking about Overco. This car is my wife's Camaro. And it's always had a little problem. The backup camera lens was really blurry. And look, what do I have in my hands? A new backup camera that we bought on Overco for 34 euros. Overco, if you don't know what it is, it's a website that lists thousands of junkyards across Europe, which themselves list thousands of parts, maybe even millions. To find your part, it's really simple. You go on the website, you enter your license plate number, or you search by make and model, and from there, you look through the different categories for the part you're interested in. The photos shown are of the actual part you'll get, not generic ones. Sometimes you'll also see photos of the car the part came from, so you can order confidently knowing it's the right part. Delivery is actually pretty fast, and if it seems a little too expensive to you, I've negotiated a promo code for you that gives you 15% off shipping. You'll also find the link to Overco in the description of this video, as well as in the first pinned comment. I really encourage you to go to the website because there's definitely a part you're looking for your car that you'll find for a good price on the site. And honestly, look, it's even still labeled here Camaro. We were really lucky to find this on Overco. If I want things to go smoothly at home, I'll install it. The video will start once those two stop making fun of me. We're at Pepe's, and since you like the M2, they asked me back to film another car. It's kind of the same vibe, but different. You'll see, it's still a great car. Let's hear them talk. Are you done making fun of me? Can we start? Just a bit.
Shall we continue?
Yeah, no, not keep making fun of me. Maybe actually start the video at some point, yeah.
If we can't make fun of you, we get bored.
It's fine, I'll remove it all in editing.
Well, edit it out.
Alright, well, end of the video. Hello? What is this thing then?
Toyota RAV4.
Toyota RAV4, no, that's my product. That Subaru, you saw it.
Are you working on it?
Yes, so.
You saw it at Chimmy?
But, like I was telling you earlier off camera, I feel like I came to see her actually 2 weeks ago. There was no engine inside, well, more than 2 weeks ago, obviously, but now that's it, she's finished, she's here. But not long ago, not that long ago. Not that long ago, there was just a cover shaped like a Jay-Z, that's all, just a metal thing.
Well, she's finished, you see. Yeah, it was a real struggle.
Yeah, well, besides, she's beautiful.
The first time it ran, it went well, so we're happy. It always puts a bit of stress on you when you build a car and you have no idea that it's a Subaru, you know. Yeah, I'm not saying this about the guys who have a Subaru, but in this case...
Was that really a first?
It's the rear end from a GT40.
First reliable Subaru?
And the first drift car, especially in France?
A buddy hauler.
There. No, there, for sure, no, there. If you start with that, we...
Just turned the...
Engine, yeah. He added 2 cylinders, no nothing.
Subaru 6CN, no, I don't recall which Subaru it was. The V6, you know, anyway.
The flat 6 flat? Yes. Oh, well, that's news to me. For me, it's always been a turbo 4-cylinder.
He used to live nearby and was building a turbo flat 6 drift car.
Okay. Interesting, I didn't know that. I'll prove it.
Didn't see?
The bastard. Don't take it personally, but I think Subaru fans will get roasted in this video. It's fine now, though. With that, it should go well.
I'm not really a Subaru guy either. I'm not usually into Subarus, but honestly, they put in the work on this one. It was cool, there's a lot of space. We tried to set it up our own way, and in the end, working on it was cool. So, compared to, for example, a DM, I'm less stuck on this than I would be on a DM, for example.
Alright, okay. More room in an engine bay?
Engine bay, and then everything, you know, the chassis shapes, everything to run my pipes and everything else. It's true that it was cool.
You're not welding, right? Exactly. Unless you are, you just need patience. Trying a spot weld just makes a hole like that. No, because it's rotten.
Because the sheet metal is thin?
Japanese sheet metal.
It's really good. When I saw Ricardo's, I welded on it and it was done. This one, depending on the area, was really... So, there are places like the strut towers and all that, that's fine, but everything inside, the thin sheet metal work, it's really well done.
Alright, okay, I understand.
Reinforcements from the factory are bolted in everywhere, and for good reason.
Yes, exactly, it's to compensate for that. Yes, that's also why they may be lighter than the German ones.
They go faster, too.
Also, yes.
The Japanese ones often outperform the German ones in this discipline.
Yes, that's true. So what do we have here? So 2JZ...
2JZ, 2 liters, 3 liters, 3 liters, that's the 2JZ.
Exactly, I was about to ask 3 liters or stroker?
No, it's a 3-liter Block 9.
Okay.
As usual, we use Block 9s, no problem. Okay. As a 3-liter, nothing special, it's forged. The bare minimum, you see.
You made the chassis, right? At least the engine comes from you. Yes.
Yes.
We built the whole chassis, only the roll cage was made by Ben.
Ben Vasseur, yes?
Ben Vasseur, he installed the roll cage, he welded the mounts for the rear axle.
All right.
After that, we did everything else.
All right, well, here we go again. Another design from your workshop, so it's perfect. The block.
It's forged and Tony did the headwork.
Ah, yeah, you're the one with the red Supra. Yeah, okay.
Take them to work, and after that, we switched to a manifold with 12 injectors.
Once again, yeah, like Ricardo.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. So here, there are 6 here and 6 in the middle.
It's a different brand. This is a CPC Ricardo Stini Per 2.
All right, okay. Well, it does the job just as well.
Yes. We're dealing with a smaller precision than the M2. It's a 64-66 next gen, which also does the job very well. There are 920 horsepower, 1,000 Newton meters, I think. Yeah, that's about it. It goes up to 8,200 RPM. The range is big. It's from 3,004 to 8,002, so that's pretty good, you know? Yeah, there are 5 maps from 720 to 920, and that's it.
Not a stepper motor, no.
There you go, the combo as usual, you know?
Yeah, electronic throttle. I still see the dumb valve everywhere with precision.
The little hose, Arbroath Cameron Grover.
Okay.
Dry sump, that one. Afterwards, there are things we don't see, but he really went all out. Well, that we can see. Real timing covers, genuine carbon, not a substitute.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but the oil pump was removed and custom machined by HR.
All right.
Usually, I'm not sure if you'll notice, but there's a shaft right here. Do you see it? No, actually, I don't see it. On some 2Js, the tensioner threads can rip out of the oil pump. And when you buy the PHR oil pan, you have 2 options, either like the original or a big stud. And now it's no longer a bolt, it's a stud that's already threaded into the pump. And then you put on a nut, so you go from, I'm just saying something random, from 12 to 14.
Or something like that. Okay.
So it won't come off now. Then there's also the second idler. Custom small roller at the bottom.
And even just the alternator, I was looking at it there when it's magnificent.
It's a bit more powerful. I don't remember why.
You don't need to remember every brand either.
240 amps to be able to run the electric steering, the 4 fuel pumps, the 4 fans, and everything else, you see.
So, silly question, why electric steering rack?
Well, actually, for at least 2 reasons. The oil pump for the dry sump.
So you're telling me...
If we install the kit, we can do both. We can put a mechanical pump, you see. Yes. The problem is, these engines rev so high, have many variations when drifting, and are just poorly designed.
All right.
With the 2J, you always end up with belt problems, you know? Like the AE's S14, where we really struggled, and there's no dry sump for the ADA to work properly, you see. Otherwise, you have to buy a big AGK kit, with everything concentrated on the same side and forget about it.
Yeah, okay, it's to make things easier.
It's a stable pressure. Honestly, I've tried that myself. I can't tell you if it's mechanical or electrical.
Oh yeah, you can't tell the difference.
But we need the power. When it starts pulling, if your alternator isn't putting out enough amperage, you'll feel the drop in pressure. If you have a high amperage, you won't have a problem. So with that, you free it up a bit. It's not very big.
That saves us from needing an oil cooler.
That saves us from needing an oil cooler.
And we find big ones. That's true, electric, so it doesn't heat up.
It's true I didn't support that back then. Maybe I still don't. We tried a few things with Matt's and it didn't work initially. We found solutions since he has specific needs.
It worked on Tadu 30 for a test, but on the Jop, it didn't work. The rack and pinion, it's not the same, and it didn't work.
So you need to combine specific racks, pumps, and fittings, otherwise it may not work as intended.
No, but just the fact that there's no shock, that's good. Yes, just that alone already.
It's running, actually. You have flow. Not necessarily a lot of pressure. We're running at 110 or 120 bar, I think. It's not too much either, compared to some pumps that go higher. Or like the Toy, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 140, 160 bar. But on the other hand, you have flow, and so actually it's steady all the time. Turning the wheel fully doesn't cause the revs to drop like that. Right, the actuator works differently than the hydraulic pump. See, it locks there. So, no, it's not bad.
Okay, I understand.
It doesn't heat up or anything. You still have the same smoothness and everything. It's not bad. After that, we keep using mechanical pumps on other engines. On other engines, we keep using mechanical pumps. But on 2Js, We try to make as much as possible electric. It solves a few problems for us.
The intake, why is it so big? I've only ever seen one this big on a full prep build.
There was a big debate because David wanted to use this intake, which was already good. When we put it on the car, we said we can't leave it like that. It looks like a big phallus and isn't good looking at all. And we hadn't received the other filter, we had to put it on the dyno. So we left it like that for the dyno run. Now it's still there. Are we going to keep it or not? I don't know.
That cone is huge. I've never seen one that big.
I wouldn't have said it was huge. I would have said it was horrible.
Ah, totally.
Actually, on paper, the cone system inside and everything, it's a real advantage for airflow.
Yeah, especially since it's huge.
Just because it's beautiful doesn't mean it performs better. It would have been better to make a box and hide it inside, more American style.
I see.
Like that. But when it's there...
There, it's mainly the arrangement too, because as a result, we have so much space that in the middle, it's true that it hangs too low.
And anyway, in any case, no matter where you put it, he tried to put it there, it's bigger than the turbo. Yeah, that's right. Wherever you put it, unless it's in an airbox, it won't look good.
Compared to other cars, I think the main advantage is the ample space on the left side allowing you to do whatever you want.
The stock flat engine.
Yeah, that's why.
The advantages and disadvantages. You see over there for the throttle body, I really had to machine it so it would fit closely.
Yeah, whereas here, actually, yeah.
This is wide and not long.
Yes.
And honestly, it's not bad in terms of length because there's still some space. We have cars where we're limited, especially the one by the hedge where...
Everything is fresh, you know. It has a kit boss. So the kit, everything is small in the front. And that's why we had some DR shock problems because there's no air.
Oh yeah, so the interior is really minimalist too, yeah? So what do we have? There's a lot of space.
Yeah, inside the driving position is good.
Okay, it feels...
Like a car without a dashboard, you know?
All right, okay.
Even though there is one, but you see, in terms of space...
It's clean and nice to ride. I'm not riding fast since it's the break-in period, but you feel good in it and it's cool. I had a good feeling inside. Afterwards, we'll have to see now with the horsepower and actually riding it, but
What I really like is mainly the fact that it's clean. You know, it's neat. There's nothing is showing. You see, you just have the hydraulic handbrake. There are no weird cables or hoses or anything. The brake, the gear lever, same thing, yeah, but it's clean.
It's frustrating spending so much time making sure nothing shows, only to end up with nothing.
Yeah, but it's good. It's respectable.
It's impressive.
There you go, good feedback.
Exactly. Well, it's nice, huh?
How do you want to bill that to the client, you see? The guy, he'll come in and say, but there's nothing in my car.
Yeah, but that's exactly it.
That's it, that's the problem.
That's why we bring them here.
Yeah, at least he sees progress.
That's it, he gets a sense of it, you see? You got it.
So we have the fiberglass doors, I guess? Yeah.
What?
Carbon Lexan window, yeah. And so we're looking at a Subaru, which is supposed to be a sedan, right? It's supposed to have 4 doors. Yeah. Where's the rear door?
He put a Nissan R32 fender on it.
It's pretty huge because there's a fender, so it's been added. You see, there's a seam right here. You basically have a fender that covers the rear door, and it's also just a little bit wide. It's stylish. The wheels are smaller. What do you mean?
Yes, it makes a small door.
Ah, well, yeah, because it's a sedan. Yeah, but still. Visually, it's not shocking because we're used to seeing this kind of car with 4 doors.
It's built tall, which we're not used to.
Yeah, the rocker panels, they're higher than the bumpers. And what causes that? I think it's annoying. Sure, I was going to say he could always add more to lower it. But it doesn't shock me because it's a Subaru. Honestly, you're actually used to seeing that.
Seeing it parked in the lot isn't too surprising, but watching it drive is awful.
Is that true?
He can pass right over you.
He won't be happy.
He'll build a gravel trap so the car's bottom won't get scratched.
Let's go in.
I like it. I like the look. What did you say?
At least I might get to try it. That's the dream between you and me. I put the M2 in the gravel when I tried it a long time ago.
No! Ricardo's one? Ricardo's one? Yes.
No, it was to baptize her.
And who's that? The guy under the car.
Oh, yeah. Well, him.
He did it too. Well,
Remind me to never let you drive a car on the track. Yes, we'll test the bodywork, you know? Oh, damn. Well, so the back is also a bit stripped out. I see Winters over there already. Well done.
do we have a spoiler?
Well, it's Subaru. What's up with the spoiler? No, go ahead.
I'm not really a fan of Japanese tuning, so, you know, those custom things, well,
That's Jap.
with your walk and your camping table in the back, I'm not really a fan.
For me, it's not surprising, especially since the STI has big spoilers, so it still fits for now.
The STI spoiler.
We're close. It's the STI Rally spoiler. There you go, plus more. It's fine, it's okay.
A rally car.
Ah, damn, that's it. What's all this? Over there, what's that? A coolant reservoir, the cooling kits, okay? Yeah, over there.
We basically redid it. We redid all the bodywork.
Okay. Ah, yes, it's fine here. It's just sheet metal.
I'm redoing it in sheet metal, actually. I'm redoing the moldings to fix the sheet metal so it doesn't ripple.
Okay, so
Fit the radiator in the back with the fans and the partition in between.
here the air rushes in here, you know, as usual.
So we modify it the same way. Here I'm redoing the whole venting system for the oil tank.
You mentioned earlier this one has the oil tank in the back, right?
Actually, I put the oil tank behind the seat with, you'll see, plus the water pipes, the oil and water pipes, basically everything I had run underneath, actually. I made a dedicated route for all of that. So the oil tank is in the car, which is partitioned. Well, it's closed off too. Okay, for safety reasons. And then it goes to a vent that's there. All right, so a vent, a return line that we're going to set up, which will go back to the oil tank because otherwise it fills up a bit too much and that's it. Here, so this is for filling the differential. So we set up a vent plus the filling. So that means unless we change the axle ratio, we put our ring back underneath, take out our gears, put in the axle ratio we want, and the oil that drained out, we just put it right back in. And it will fill up automatically. We don't waste any time. And there's no need to check the levels again right away, and the guy can get back to racing. It's done in 30 seconds.
Because when you open the winter, does a lot of oil come out?
Often they do it when it's hot. You see, it's more fluid and it goes through.
You can quickly lose half a liter.
Ah, still. Yeah, okay, yes, so half a liter less.
You do that 3 times a day.
Yeah, okay, I got it. And each time?
Remove the level screw on the side and check. As you've seen, relou is often missing.
Yeah, there, you take it, you put a tray, boom, you refill, you just save 20 minutes.
So on this one, since it's not the same as Ricardo's, this one is a different type. We made a Y with 2 fill points, so it fills the back and that area at once.
Ah, okay, because there are 2 fill points.
That's right, because you see it goes through the bearing.
So while he...
It has to go through the bearing to get the level right. It's a hassle.
No level, yeah, okay.
Fill both entry sides and it self-levels with the exit coif.
Clever, well done, big exhaust too.
You see not much finishing, though. You see closing the underside, closing the wheel arch openings.
Yeah, there's some finishing.
For example, in the front, you need the wheel arch. Oh, really? The car has been finished. 2 days before, you see.
2 days before going to the championship?
We started the car. We went for a break-in run for a day. Tuesday.
And we tuned it Tuesday? Yeah. Wednesday morning, officially, that's when you could leave.
To Tuesday morning, we left. So Tuesday morning, we went to break it in. In the afternoon, we came back here, did a checkup, oil change, checked for leaks, stuff like that. They left for Lyon. They rejoined, said you were already working on the tune. They tuned it during the night. They returned at night, and we finished the car here on Wednesday. And on Thursday, they hit the road. Wednesday, Thursday.
They took the beautiful Honda that just passed.
And so on Thursday, they hit the road and they drove on Saturday. Friday was the first time they drove it.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday. And in the end, he finished for the first time. He finished 4th in his first elite race.
Oh, yeah? Oh, nice. Sorry, I just couldn't keep up this weekend.
But damn, that's cool.
You were there. It was easy. We welcomed you.
It was a real scramble. Well, we managed to do it for the first one. He was able to drive. It went well. We didn't have any issues. So that's even better. We didn't go through all that trouble for nothing.
Designing a car for the championship is always intense. I feel like everything gets done at the last minute. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a crazy pace. Yeah, but I feel like the settings and everything here...
It's often a bit because of the parts, a bit because of the delay, a bit because of... Yeah.
You can't actually. It's too long.
When making a car, you should allow nearly an extra year as a buffer.
That's what I was going to say. Like, if you want to do it for 2027, you make your car in 2025 and 2026, it's ready, you map it, you test it, and at least you're ready.
You know, yes and no, but the first case is if you only make one per year, well, you don't have a problem, yes. When you make several, if you have one that puts you in trouble, the M2, it put us in trouble. It put us in trouble with all the other cars.
Yeah, that's it. That's the problem.
Even there, you take Josu's syringe, where he started ordering everything pretty early.
But yeah, I saw until really late, you guys were doing it.
Some parts took a long time to arrive. You see, David was tearing his hair out, cursing them because it was taking forever to arrive.
See, David, he's speed special utilizer. Speed utilizer, that's it.
The suppliers give you lead times, but they don't stick to them at all. You always build in some buffer, but now it's not even that anymore.
You see? Yeah. That's just how building cars is, yeah? The thing is, you rely on too many people, too many suppliers, so if one or two mess up, well, yeah, you have no choice.
There are always...
things like that going on.
Yeah, of course.
You can do anything you want, but you'll always have issues, like assembling parts that break right away or forgetting something.
But forgetting things, that must happen all the time. You can't think of everything, you just can't.
You have to give yourself some leeway.
Yeah.
And then unexpected things happen. Your driver's out on track and suddenly you have to react.
To stop, or changes along the way, yeah. When building something, you often realize there's a better way, so you change your approach, lose time, and reorder parts. Honestly, meeting deadlines with cars is always tricky.
I understand, and besides, it's just the two of you guys. You're not a company.
If you notice, we never make the same car.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Yeah, the M2, that was the first one too.
Definitely in your head, if you haven't forgotten things, when you're putting it together, you say to yourself, damn, actually, I'm going to do it like this instead. And every time, it's the same thing, you know?
No, it's a wild job. People often don't realize it, but so...
Actually, there's no such thing as doing the same thing over again.
Of course.
If you bring us a 1 Series M50 or something, we're not going to say, oh no.
There, it's easy. You guys have it under control.
Already done, there's no problem. But every time, it's a new challenge.
You see? And it's not about to stop.
They give you new challenges, but with even less time, see? Between that and the clients who aren't organized, who wake up a month before the round. Oh yeah, by the way, I had this to do on my car. Ah.
Damn.
It's too late, you see? Yeah. At least you shouldn't. No.
And that's it. As you know, there are only two of you. You're not a multinational with 100,000 employees. You're craftsmen. So obviously you have to take that into consideration. And honestly, the work.
Basically, we're not complaining.
You see? No.
That's a comment, yes.
It takes forever to build a car.
But that's it. But it's crazy work.
That's enough, I've had my fill, I'm going to hit the brakes for a little while.
Yeah. Take some time for yourself too, you two. Yeah.
But after that, the problem is you get overwhelmed.
Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't be a nightmare.
He kept going while I did 3 wiring harnesses in a row. It gets to be too much, you know? Me, wiring harnesses don't bother me. But in small doses. 3 in a row, full intercom, engine, everything.
It shouldn't feel like a burden, and you shouldn't come in reluctantly in the morning, you know?
It was one there.
Yeah, it was you understand?
Wasn't sleeping. Last time, people were everywhere, but last month there were only about 10 of us. You know, there was a time when he'd come over there to work on his car. We barely slept, you know. That week I got maybe 10 hours total. But really, you know, just jokes.
No, but I know you aren't exaggerating.
You pull an all-nighter and then you go to bed and you're so stressed that you think, hey, I'm wasting time.
You barely sleep, just 2 hours, drive fine, then overthink everything.
Ah, yeah. Sometimes I tell him, you know what, just go away. Looking like that, just go away.
But after that, I really love yes.
But you would like to do that with a little more peace of mind.
He had a deadline. Yeah, they're doing the championship.
Even earlier, too. They moved the rounds even earlier.
They moved them up, yeah.
The main thing is that we made it. They all raced.
That's it.
They all made it through just fine.
Yeah, once it got going, it was really borderline. Afterward, we said, wait, we'll do all the cars. But wait, they haven't been driven, they haven't been started, they haven't been tuned. There's 1 week left. What do we do? I said, well, all right, let's go. I left my place at 5:30 in the morning. I got back the next day at 8. I didn't sleep. 5 cars in 1 day. Absolute hell, absolute hell. And honestly, I expected that I would fall asleep, that I wouldn't be able to finish, that I would just hug my dog, and that would be it. And honestly, that's the one that woke me up.
Ah ouais?
On another dyno, we did 2 more cars. Then I moved to do 3 more. I did Josu's car. It was starting to get tough. Maybe around 1:30 in the morning when I was nearly finished. Damn, there were still 2 left. There was one, Matthias. He brings us his 1 Series, his buddy. He comes and drops it off for us. And then he took off. I go outside, I'm like, oh, damn, there's still 1 more. I'm not supposed to anymore. Oh, yeah?
The nightmare just never ends.
I bring her in, and then it starts to get a bit tough, you know? I started it up, and we had to remove the muffler because there wasn't enough room to strap it down. Oh, yeah, it doesn't just make noise, it screams.
Oh, yeah?
And there, in the car, I had my helmet on and everything. I open it, I said, the car's loud.
Ah, and it's physical, yeah.
It's exhausting. For me, it's already noisy. Honestly, for it to be that loud.
The vibrations, sound, and everything drain your energy.
Oh, yeah. Right away, I don't know. It woke me up.
Okay.
And even on top of that, the car, you see, it was already dialed in. Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, it was easy.
It was easy and not weird. Sometimes things can be strange, but this wasn't.
Of course.
Everything was very easy and all. Bam, 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 bam. We always end up with the anti-lag to wake ourselves up a bit, you know? We left a few tiles on the floor. No, well, yes, the tiles.
They break. Did you pull up the tiles?
Tomorrow we'll see what they take. The exhaust spits onto the floor.
Yes, that's true. And then?
Boom, I brought in the last car at 4:15 in the morning.
How do you get to 4:15 and still tell yourself, I'm going to map another car?
At that moment, don't ask me any questions. I told them immediately.
You become good.
I don't know. I don't know at what time. Well,
I don't know. Yeah, at that point you become a machine actually. You don't even think anymore. You're not even human anymore. That's it.
and the other one, we did it. The other one, we laughed like crazy.
He's just nervous.
That's it. There you go. And after that, we went home. The guys who were with me there, they were supposed to take me back to the garage. You're leaving now. Laurel and Hardy slept the whole way. I drove the truck back for 2 days. I was like, no way, that's not possible. I thought, I'll rest on the road, you know? Then the truck starts to fall asleep. Yeah, right. At work, you were already sleeping. Those guys need 25 hours of sleep. So I said I'd return the truck, no problem, with the heat and music blasting.
That's why they're chubby, because they sleep a lot. Well, yeah, you have to fatten them up. They fatten them up for the winter.
He says to him, and you see, Ted, sometimes I open my eyes and I saw everyone getting hyped and all. Well, otherwise you're dumb. Yeah, that's it. You have 2 hours of driving left. You fall asleep. I arrived. I parked the truck in the middle. I said, all right, I'm going home. I'm going home. My wife was warming up the car to leave. To leave. There you go. I go inside. I tell my daughter I'm going to bed. She says Mom told her I didn't sleep last night. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye. I slept for 48 hours. I woke up at 2 p.m. She says that's normal. I worked hard and checked because Josu went to test his car at his place. He didn't sleep either. He left from Lyon, so he's not from here at all.
In Tarbes,
He's far away. He lives somewhere much farther where there are cows. Yeah, he's far. But that's what I was going to say. I was going to say he's not from Bordeaux, even farther.
For guys like us, it's over there.
Yes, that's it. It's to the left of France. It's simple. He lives 10 or 15 miles from Luby. Okay, all right. He's the one who made it possible for us to drive over there. All right. He left Lyon immediately. He drove straight there, 10 hours on the road. He didn't sleep, hauling the car behind him. He arrived at his friend's place, who has a huge parking lot for testing. No. He brought the car back to his place. Well, he sent me the logs and everything, videos and all that. So I woke up and started checking everything. I had Meadows' car to work on. It's for Salim. Yes. I fixed that remotely. And then I talked with Josu and everything. And he still hadn't slept. He did the livery overnight. He didn't sleep for 2 days. Wow, what a machine. He's crazy. And then he slept and went to the championship.
Afterward, we relaxed, thinking it was fine. Then Matthias Ducati suddenly called.
And it wasn't over. No, it wasn't over.
I told myself, they can leave now, I'm taking my break. And Math calls me. He says, bro, I've got a subframe issue. I say, bro, but it's Friday. You guys are driving on Friday.
So
He came Thursday morning for the subframe. He went home. They installed and started the engine at night, then left. He said he mapped it for him right there.
they put the engine in. For me, it just wasn't physically possible. So, I don't have 50,000 people I trust. That's not a life. It's crazy. Me, I don't trust many people, you know. I told him to see Tony, who can build the engine. He did, but Tony hadn't slept either. That's him. What you need to know is that he works for a boss, so he does this on the side at his place. I think he finished the engine at 4 or 5 in the morning, except he starts work at 8 o'clock. Yes, that's him too. Here, it's a monster crew. Tony, Super Rouge, just a reminder of who he is. There, cleared out, big style. He did the block. The next day, so Thursday, he has someone, Matthias, who goes to Tony's to pick up the engine. The guy arrives around 4 or 5 o'clock at Matthias's place. He installs the engine because Matthias was there in the morning for Pep to modify the cradle using a dummy engine. Engine installed. In the evening, around 11 p.m., he calls me and tells me it's good. The car's ready to start. I connect, we start the car. I make him a break-in map. He puts it on the trailer, he gets to the track. In the morning, we break it in, full throttle after that. He's got someone following him while he crawls along for the break-in. After that, we change the break-in oil on the spot. We put in the right oil, let it run. Jay said, go ahead, you know what, do a run. Zero risk, do a run. We settle it. He did 3 runs. Finito people finished his entire weekend, twice. Dude, your life is like a TV show. That was a TV series.
We received a nice reward afterward. Everyone drove well, and there were no mechanical issues.
They all drove well. We got
Flywheel.
engine. We had an issue. The only problem we had was, in my opinion, a defect with the flywheel. Well, it's a bit long to explain, but basically, it has screws. You screw your flywheel onto the engine, and then, at the end, you have screws that hold a ring where you slide your discs in and screw your mechanism on top. But those screws, that's what worried me. I don't know if I showed it in a story or not. even though before installing it, they were checked with a torque wrench and everything.
Bien sûr, bien sûr.
You can never trust it. Gone. I thought it was going to break the engine. Honestly, you weren't ready. The noise, it was a mess. Even just to start, the starter was really struggling. It would start, it was running at 800 RPM. Like that, it was banging all over the place. Is it a manufacturing defect with the part? I'm not sure. I took it apart, and all the screws were broken, everything. The engine doesn't even vibrate. See,
There's nothing like that, so...
with old man Benet, we got underneath it. We did the flywheel, then he left during qualifying.
So there, during the qualifying rounds, you have to drop the drive shaft, drop the gearbox.
We took out the gearbox. What's funny with Père Benet is that he's an old guy, but he's really sharp, you know?
Yeah.
So, he doesn't know the car. And on top of that, you tell him once, not 12 times.
Yes, he understood, yes.
It's fine, don't worry, everything is tight. And there you go, Ricardo's with us. And at the very beginning, there was Sammy who, how long? 30 minutes.
Yes, 30 minutes, but he didn't drop the box and the engine in 30 minutes.
30 minutes, I put the discs back, it's still hot.
On fait tout démontable à chaque fois rapidement.
Yeah, man, it already takes me 30 minutes to lift the car.
Time to work on the cars, since they don't actually do the mechanical work.
It's detachable, so the gearbox controls are easy to remove. The cutoff uses a plug.
Yes, I remember that.
The clutch, that's a plug too. All of that,
It takes us time to build, but they'll save time and make the cuts.
Yeah, there.
they're happy. The box is cleared, you take an extension like that, you put it in, you make everything pop, you pull, you don't rip anything out. No weird, crazy stuff.
Ricardo, it's a sequential too. Yeah, sequential, so it takes up a little less space as well. Well, it's not more than a box.
As C, same thing.
It's the same.
It's even a bit bigger than a manual gearbox, you see.
That's crazy.
So, bam, well then in drifting, you know, when you have, in general, everyone gives in. Yeah. Here, it's simple. Attack the 2 Series. There was Sammy, I never remember his last name, who has a gray 92 who's in pro. He was there initially, but had to leave for qualifying in 20 minutes.
And the guy, he comes over, he helps you.
He was there. I told him, come on, get out of here. You're busy with your qualifying and everything. Then he left. Father Benet showed up. You see? Bam, boom. Luckily, Father Benet had a used flywheel lying around and everything. You see, because for Ricardo, we had only brought a repair kit, a clutch. Yeah, there was never any problem with the flywheel, you see? So, we took everything out, checked it out. The clutches, they're good. The release bearing, it's good. Bam, 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 put everything back together. We did it all.
Put it all back together. It's the disc that's got an issue. For me, the discs that were there, did they have anything? They had nothing. It was just the disc that broke.
I replaced the flywheel and it worked fine all weekend. That was our only problem.
You see, in the end,
We were happy, it's still okay, you know?
No, absolutely.
it doesn't matter if he drives, it worked well.
He came.
Fourth then, we managed to fix it. He finished second.
That's what I was going to say, especially for cars that haven't run.
He was lucky, as he said. I was lucky to go up against Jason. Jason Ban. Because Jason, he doesn't care. He floors it from start to finish, you see. And that's what kind of saved Matt, too. Because Matt didn't have a clutch anymore. The clutch was dead.
Yeah, so in the end, he didn't struggle as expected.
The clutch and everything, they put back in a slightly worn clutch. And you see, it was the end for him, you know? So he decided to shine. He told me that when I started, I lifted my foot as if it were automatic, just like that. Wow. So the handbrake was a hassle. The clutches were a hassle and everything, you know? And luckily, he ended up against someone he could go full throttle with the whole time. Yeah. Not like Matthias, you know? So they had fun the whole time. If you face someone who pushes hard,
Who slams the brakes and all. That's rough.
if you cross, you're done for. Oh, wow. But no, it was really funny, you know? It was really, really funny. In the end, we had a good weekend.
The bottom line is that it went well.
Yes, that's it. That's what you should remember.
They were all able to start. They all drove. They made us proud because they did some really good things. So it feels good. Fortunately, that's what motivates us, because if we'd all used the car, they would have all broken down.
There.
I think we're getting depressed.
Well, yeah, no, that's why, but it's good, it's good.
Yeah, it was really funny. That one, at the championship, they tweaked the suspension settings a bit. It had a lot of toe in and everything. It was way too lively.
It grips.
There you go, there's too much grip. The car's too lively, you see. He picked it up quickly. I had to double check to be sure everything was fine. It's like the car had already been driven, you know? We could have, let's be honest, we could have had problems, you know, building cars like this so fast. You're still thinking about one, you're already making another one and everything. You can have problems, you know? Honestly, it wasn't too bad.
Well done, that's the goal.
It was a relief, I admit, that on Monday, I hit the road to go back home. Monday, Tuesday, even still today. Cool, Dominique. Because after that, he still had to travel and all that. Cool.
Cool, like you told me. Exactly. You told me now we're taking a little time for ourselves.
This is a bit of a relaxing week. There are a lot.
Of projects to finish this year.
Maybe yours too. Yours too. Maybe you also have projects to finish someday. Yes, that would be nice. Me?
Clients, I'm doing okay more or less. He still has a little bit to do.
Yes, but you should also have some fun. Yes, then?
Because we still have a busy year ahead with some great custom cars. Not builds. Well, here we have complete builds, but we don't have a deadline.
Yes, that's it. It'll work out.
A little, yes, we have some, but it's a bit rushed.
Which one? Yes, well, yes.
I understand. I understand.
There are two. He has two.
Yes, no, he's in a hurry. I'm also in a hurry since this is the project I wanted to do. Oh, really? Because this project has an engine. One of the two? Yes. There's an engine I love that we're going to put in a certain car with a manual gearbox. And so it's always been kind of the dream to try that. Yes, being able to do it for someone. It's perfect.
Those are beastly words for a beast.
For a beast.
Us?
To be able to drive it, you see? Yes. It's still pretty good. It's kind of like we're working for ourselves. You see, every time
We act like we're working. Yes, that's it. That's it.
this one or that one, we can drive it.
Test it. Yes.
It's simpler. It's going to be a bit better.
We have some pretty cool things, some things that nobody knows about coming up.
It's going to be cool. So it's kind of a simple project.
It changes things up a bit. You have to alternate a little. Really appreciate it.
Here you go. We switched from a BMW M2 to a Subaru.
But it's still the same discipline.
You see. Yeah, now it's going to be something else. That, you see,
Drifting is fine, but you need to switch it up a bit. That's the point.
before lifting it, he wanted to show me something inside. You were saying so.
The oil tank system is back there. So with the cover goes over the tank.
Yes, you can see it over there.
So here we made the aluminum tray over the tank because we're not allowed to have fuel in the cabin. So this will be redone in carbon later. Okay. So here we really did it in a hurry because we needed to have a cover on it. Then inside it's all the wiring and circuits.
Yeah, a little view from this side to show you a bit when I said earlier that it was clean. It's clean? Put it on the lift so we can check underneath. Come on, let's let you listen to the sound of the car since it roars. It really does roar a lot, let's be honest.
We haven't started it since it returned from the championship.
Let's take a look under this car. First, the oil pan, I feel like it's similar to Ricardo's.
It's the same as Ricardo's, except this one I modified it. I really modified the pickup tubes because we weren't in the same position with the subframe.
I really like that. Wait, the two wastegates there, that's gonna be removed. Oh no, why?
We put it on the hood.
We put it on the hood since we lacked time to drill it.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yes.
I thought you weren't allowed.
So,
Then why hasn't anyone done it?
at first we were allowed to. Then, we weren't allowed anymore. Then, we were allowed again.
Yes, okay, all right.
It's French, sir? Yes, I understand.
So we're allowed to do it again, all right?
And then we didn't have time.
But it works, honestly.
I threw everything down low. I said, at least it's done.
If you're asking yourself questions, just forget about asking this one. You're wasting your time. As for why, yes, no, yes.
Yes, no? Ah, yes, okay, all right, I got it.
Have you ever been to the prefecture?
Yes.
So you get it.
Yeah, I got it perfectly. We agree.
So,
There you go. After that underneath, well, not much more. It's a fabricated front end. We reworked it again. And I also switched back to a BMW steering rack. Japanese stuff's always a bit more reliable if you use BMW parts.
Bum. That's done. Another stray bullet.
No, but that's a freebie. Thank you.
we're discovering it just like you.
Actually, these things, steering racks, we know they're reliable. They're not expensive. Yeah, the Nissan ones, well, they're harder to find. They're more expensive. So it's true that we try to find parts. They don't last as long. No, but these are easy parts. The guy, if he breaks a steering rack, he goes on Le Bon Coin. It's easier to find. That's it. That's how it is. Nissan steering rack on Le Bon Coin.
Yeah, it's justified. It's normal.
In the paddock, he's making the rounds.
He finds some. And that's it. If everyone manages to sync up all the parts a little bit, it's easier, yeah.
So after that, as we were saying, we always try to make things easier. So here, the gearbox tunnel has been enlarged to remove the gearboxes more easily.
So, still a sequential gearbox?
Still a sequential gearbox. During assembly, I always use hydraulic quick connects to remove the gearbox easily. There's a quick connector for the gearbox cutoff as well. Just cut 2 lines, undo your clips, and the gearbox is out in 30 seconds. Same goes for the radiator. I did that too. If we burn out a fan or anything like that, you see underneath there are removable plates. We take off this part, we can take out this fan, or we take off this part and take out the other fan.
All right, yeah, it's there.
We tried removing the front panel before by unscrewing it.
Then we took it off. That's where we come back to what you said earlier. Exactly, we were thinking about the frame.
You spent 2 days doing that.
Even if you need to do it.
It's not necessarily justified, but if he has a problem, it'll be solved in 30 seconds.
Quick note for the people on the internet. The screws aren't tightened because we just removed the plate. Yes.
They just took the plate away.
See, the screw isn't tightened.
It's normal.
You have to
No, but you're right.
give the reminders.
Yes, you're right.
You're right. Me, speak Mongolian. We understand you.
Well, now it's dirty.
Yes, but it just came back from the championship.
There's dirt and everything.
Why is there dirt?
We had to test it, but now we're bringing it out.
That's true.
We needed to test the underbody height.
So here at least you can see the whole
Path.
So for everything related to the oil hoses, so here we have the oil section, we have the suction, the return, the water hoses, and here we have the fuel pipes that are here. So here I'm making a tunnel along the entire floor so that nothing sticks out in case, if we go off track or anything like that, nothing gets ripped off. That's important. Here we clearly see the oil tank.
Yes, I was just looking at that. You can see it clearly.
For the oil change then,
We just have to do it. I see.
we have the 2 drain plugs on the front of the oil pan, so we drain the whole system, and then we just have to remove this hose to finish draining the excess that's in the pipes.
For winters then, as usual.
For winters as usual.
It leaks as usual.
Who runs away as usual? Yeah, you.
Even though the seal is new, yeah.
The gasket is new, so it looks like it's been remachined because I keep the splines from winter and I put my BM tulip on top. Okay, to put my BMW shaft back with the flex disc and everything, because for me,
I'm still, yeah.
The shaft that you make yourself, yeah.
I like it. It's comfortable, quiet, and works well.
It doesn't vibrate.
It doesn't vibrate.
If you hear small noises from children, don't worry. It's not Tizzy whining.
It's just a cockroach.
He's just hiding. Those little noises aren't him.
It could have.
Yes, that's what I'd like to clarify. Yes.
Alright, no. So then, after that, the rear part, Ben had had made the supports for the rear axle. Yeah, so he had already prepared that beforehand, okay?
Afterwards,
We adjusted the shock absorbers and 23 other little odds and ends. That's it, and then, rear axle, I was running an 86 with a whiz-fab, that's it. Otherwise, I wouldn't say more, that's already quite a lot.
yeah, I admit after that it's still like the M2.
Like I was saying earlier, you see, there's nothing, you spend months.
But actually, there's a lot of stuff.
It's hard to explain, but there you go.
It's the details and the finishing touches that are, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're showing there. That's it.
With quick connectors.
There are still a few finishing touches left, that's why.
Kind of the same step, kind of the same setup as Ricardo. Yeah, in different places, and that's it. Yeah.
Adapted to the chassis, yeah.
There you go. Adapted to the chassis, and surprisingly, it works well. It looks capable, it's fast. We managed to get a lot of grip, even though we didn't necessarily do things to have a lot of grip. So, we keep working on the finishing touches because we still have quite a few things to seal up. We have to modify the crash bar, brush the exhaust, and clean things up. After that, it's just small details, but yeah, there are still a few things left, but that's it.
What's the diameter of the exhaust pipe? Sorry to interrupt you, it's 89.
0.4, damn, yeah, 88, almost 90.
What a mess, seriously.
Right, 90 mm at least.
That's the bare minimum.
Yes, that's what you were already saying in the previous cars.
Well, we noticed that with Ricardo's because we had to change the exhaust diameter since on the setups we install back pressure sensors, and thanks to that we can also see if the exhaust is flowing properly or not.
Crazy, it even has a back pressure sensor. That's wild, huh?
You'll see it. Look, here it is. You actually have a back pressure sensor
All right, okay, that's it.
directly on the manifold, you see? And thanks to that, it lets us, since there's a rule, see whether we have back pressure or not, and whether the exhaust is flowing properly or not. Take Ricardo's, for example, just by changing the exhaust, it was an 80 horsepower gain.
Oh yeah!
So,
We can't anymore.
I think. Yeah, at first we had 80, then we didn't do more, but it was already pretty good. But thanks to that, we saw that later. If you put in some boost, it wouldn't come out anymore, or less.
Damn.
That's crazy. And it also serves as a safety feature. When the exhaust gases start to heat up, the engine starts to get really hot. The back pressure also rises, you see. And so I adjust, the engine adapts. It lowers a bit.
Regarding back pressure, the heat.
For back pressure. So it's not a problem to have some back pressure, you always have some. But within a certain limit, you see. And for me, the less I have, the better it is.
Okay. It's crazy how far it goes.
In theory, it's 1-to-1, you know.
All right.
A bar of boost, a bar of back pressure, you see, you can still go a little over. But there are a lot of production cars where there's way more in the exhaust than in the intake. Yeah. Personally, with everything these cars go through, I prefer it. It really relieves me.
Yeah, it prevents it from straining.
Yeah, it also gives me other values, you know. It gives me one value, but it also points me towards something else.
There's less margin for error with power gains like that. A stock car may have 200 horsepower but still suffer from high back pressure.
It's not a big deal.
On 1000 horsepower cars, everything matters. We often put sensors everywhere, even when we think it's unnecessary, it usually isn't.
No, I don't think it's ever useless.
And yeah, the more we put in, you see. Yeah, that's it. As a matter of fact, he says we should put that sensor and everything, so we take the sensors, and even when he's tuning, then
It's more safety, more information.
we can see how far we can go, you see.
For engine adjustments, the cams and all that, I always suggest adding things. Then I'm the first to leave since someone has to connect them.
I complain calmly while he complains loudly. Today, we're both the same, grumbling together.
You see.
Like the injectors we have at 12.
You're complaining about your own nonsense.
Those crazy injectors and all that, that's you, right?
Well, what am I gonna do?
Well, once again, what a hell of a car, huh, guys, I have to say. No.
It's nice. This project was intimidating at first since I wouldn't have done something like it for myself.
No, we're not really into Japanese cars.
Yes, that's true, yeah. Well,
I'm not really into Japanese cars, but I do like some Japanese cars. I love rotaries, though they don't. I really love the sound. If I could, I'd have a 4-rotor or 3-rotor.
But the sound and...
Everything. I really like RX-7S. I don't have one, but I really like S15S. I love them, you know. Damn.
one hell of a car, huh?
I can't picture myself with that. A Subaru, not at all. An Evo, yeah. Definitely an Evo, but not for drifting. Just build a nice Evo to drive.
Total bliss, yeah, okay.
Yeah, an Evo is something else.
Oh, well, I had an Evo 5, and honestly, it's a car I really loved.
Evo, personally, I much prefer an Evo over a Subaru.
Honestly, I've had both too, by far the Mitsubishi, by far.
Well, everyone has their own preferences.
In the end, yeah.
It's a matter of taste.
I really like it. I'm happy with the result because it's effective.
Oh, well, I love it. You see, buying a Subaru again tomorrow, no, but this one, incredible.
I'm glad we did it. If we do another one, I know it works.
There you go, you know it's possible.
I want to do another one too, but not immediately.
No. Relax.
Relax, not right away, I said it earlier.
Don't get carried away.
Yeah, first the vacation, and then we'll see.
You'll regret those words.
No, but I don't regret it since it was cool. Aside from the deadline, building it was fun and it works. Honestly, I never would have bet on a Subaru.
But you really mocked him when you said that.
That's right, and we're still making fun of him.
Oh, yeah?
Of course. If we don't tease him, it's not funny.
If we make fun of ourselves, we have to make fun of others a little bit too. That's good.
I mean it. We still like him a lot.
We love him.
No, but that's cool. Be proud. The car is honestly really cool. Personally, I approve and like it. It's the only one in France for drifting, right?
Subaru France?
Yeah.
Maybe, honestly.
I have no idea. It's possible.
I haven't seen one, personally.
But France, yes, that's almost certain.
Honestly, now, looking back, we're going to make even more power. You need a B58 in there.
I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say B58.
Yeah, 58. You need an engine like that.
Yeah, that's the new Jay-Z.
We weighed the car before. It was light.
What?
I weighed it myself.
What? Of what?
This isn't the new Jay-Z.
Why? It's a new 3-liter 6-cylinder? Yes, but it's a new engine everyone will use. I mean, everyone will install it in their cars.
The B58. It's been widely used in Formula One and more. A lot of people swapped out their 2J to put in the B.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There you go. It's becoming the new GZ. Like, everyone's going to start putting that in their cars.
The GZ, since the B58 gives you torque that it doesn't.
Down low? Is it?
The B58, it's an engine you spend more time holding back than trying to push to the max. It makes 1,500 Newton meters right away.
I've never heard a B58 from the outside.
You get 1,800 horsepower and 1,500 Newton meters.
Yeah, we know that about the GZ. Then,
You have pros and cons versus the other engine. It's not an engine I like to rev out, at least not with its stroke and the way it feels. I don't like revving this one compared with the B58, because you can rev that one higher, and it'll be less torquey than the B. So you can push it a bit more, you see. But on the other hand, it's an engine that's basically a diesel, you know.
yeah, it's powerful all around. Filming a B58 someday would be interesting.
You should have come last week.
You're still taking shots at me.
Thank you. No, but for me, they're never wasted.
They're direct, aimed headshots and free. Yes, but I couldn't come. It's not like I didn't try. Is the car coming back? I'm not going to Bordeaux and he'll hate me for a long time.
We can try to get him to come.
Actually, he'd offered in the first place.
He won't be able to come see her.
Where?
Apparently the final's happening nearby.
Where's that?
We can't say. Ah, the Drift de France final will be nearby.
You'll tell me when I turn off the camera, but the worst part is, he wanted me to film his car, and unfortunately we didn't get to. Yeah. I've never heard of a D58, no.
Because that one makes a nice sound.
At worst, we'll warm it up, do some anti-lag, and blow the roof tiles off.
Awesome. Okay, go ahead, it's fine, it's fine, it's...
Tu fais un direct, tu fais Belux, c'est sûr.
Thanks again for letting me film this car. Another wild one. Seriously, congratulations on your work. You should be proud. I've never built cars like this, but I can see the effort you've put in. What do you mean it sounds fake? It's true. Alright, okay, the car, it's crap. You work like crap, that's it.
What are you talking about then?
Me? I like filming crap. You see, that's why. You told me I have a big high-quality piece of crap. I'm coming. I'm not driving anymore. At the time of shooting this video, I no longer have the car. It's on consignment. I haven't returned it, but it's not mine anymore. Anyway, cool. A Subaru with a 2JZ. Nice car. See you in the next video. Bye.